The Lindbergh kidnapping is one of the most infamous cases in American criminal history. It involved the abduction and subsequent death of Charles Lindbergh Jr., the 20-month-old son of famous aviator Charles Lindbergh and his wife, and Morrow Lindbergh. Here are the key details of the case. Date of kidnapping, March 1, 1932. Location, the Lindbergh family home in Hopewell, New Jersey. Circumstances, the child was taken from his crib between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. The kidnapper used a makeshift ladder to reach the nursery on the second floor. A ransom note demanding $50,000 was left on the windowsill. The note was crudely written and contained numerous spelling and grammatical errors, which became a critical piece of evidence later on. Initial response: the kidnapping was immediately reported to the authorities. The crime scene was quickly contaminated by numerous people, including family, staff, neighbors, and police. This contamination complicated the investigation, making it difficult to gather clear evidence. The Lindberghs received multiple ransom notes over the next few weeks, each increasing the ransom amount and changing the instructions on how to deliver the money. The media frenzy surrounding the case added immense pressure on law enforcement, who were criticized for their handling of the investigation. Ransom payment: the Lindberghs eventually paid a ransom of $50,000 on April 2, 1932, delivered as instructed in one of the ransom notes. The money was mostly in gold certificates, which were traceable due to the unique serial numbers. The exchange took place in a Bronx cemetery, under the direction of a man known only as John, who was never conclusively identified. Discovery of the body: on May 12, 1932, the body of Charles Lindbergh Jr. was found partially buried and badly decomposed in a wooded area about 4.5 miles from the Lindbergh home by a truck driver named William Allen. The discovery confirmed the worst fears of the family and the public. The cause of death was determined to be a blow to the head, suggesting the child had been killed the night of the kidnapping. The discovery intensified the nationwide manhunt for the perpetrator. Suspect: Bruno Richard Hauptmann, a German immigrant with a criminal record, was arrested on September 19, 1934, after using a marked gold certificate to pay for gasoline. He was found in possession of a significant portion of the ransom money, which he claimed had been left with him by a friend named Isidor Fisch, who had since returned to Germany and died. Trial: Hauptmann's trial, often referred to as the trial of the century, began on January 2, 1935, in Flemington, New Jersey. The prosecution's case was based on several key pieces of evidence: the ransom money found in Hauptmann's possession, expert testimony on handwriting that linked him to the ransom notes, and wood evidence showing that the ladder used in the kidnapping had been constructed from wood found in Hauptmann's attic. The defense argued that the evidence was circumstantial and that Hauptmann was being framed, but the overwhelming public sentiment and media coverage painted him as guilty from the start. Conviction and execution: Hauptmann was convicted of first-degree murder on February 13, 1935. Despite his claims of innocence and multiple appeals, including pleas for clemency from his wife, he was executed in the electric chair on April 3, 1936. His execution did little to quell the controversies and conspiracy theories surrounding the case. Impact on law: the case led to the enactment of the Lindbergh Law, officially known as the Federal Kidnapping Act of 1932, which made kidnapping a federal offense if the victim is taken across state lines or if the mail is used for ransom demands. This law significantly increased the federal government's ability to intervene in kidnapping cases and standardized the penalties for such crimes. Controversies: there have been numerous theories and debates about Hauptmann's guilt, the possibility of accomplices, and potential law enforcement misconduct. Some believe Hauptmann was innocent or at least not solely responsible for the crime. Claims of fabricated evidence, unreliable witness testimony, and a prejudiced jury have fueled ongoing debates. Books and documentaries have continued to explore these aspects, suggesting that the full truth may never be known. Impact on the Lindbergh family. The Lindberghs were deeply affected by the tragedy. They retreated from the public eye, eventually moving to Europe to escape the intense media scrutiny and threats. Charles Lindbergh's reputation as a national hero was later overshadowed by his controversial political views, but the kidnapping remained a defining event in his and his family's life. The Lindbergh kidnapping remains a significant case in American history due to its impact on law enforcement practices, media coverage, and the public's perception of crime and justice. It also influenced the way high-profile cases are handled in terms of investigation, trial, and media scrutiny. The case is often cited in discussions about the justice system, the role of the media in high-profile crimes, and the evolution of forensic science. It serves as a sobering reminder of the vulnerability of even the most celebrated and protected individuals, and the lengths to which the public and the law will go to seek justice.